Got the first fish of the morning. A little speckled trout way back here in the river. I'm fishing with Matt Alexander this morning, new friend, follower of the channel. All right, little guy, we're gonna let him go. All right. Today we're headed deep into the river in pursuit of trophy spotted sea trout, also known as speckled trout. In our area, a trophy speckled trout is considered to be anything over 26 inches. But did you know, when winter arrives on the Gulf Coast, something extraordinary happens. As the temperatures drop, the spotted sea trout embark on an incredible journey, venturing upstream in search of the perfect winter refuge. They crave warmer water and a rich abundance of food, staying clear of the coastal cold, and transforming these rivers into their seasonal safe haven. Since these fish are all congregated in one place, it makes it easier to catch an abundance of fish and a trophy trout. Got ourselves a nice little tail walker there on the DOA paddle tail. Oh, nice little speckled trout though. He's probably a keeper.
I swallowed it too.
That's right there on the side. So the water temperature today, guys, is around 70 degrees. We started out fishing in the back part of the river and then started making our way back up to the river. Dead low was right around 7 o'clock, and the tide is going to start coming in the rest of the day. Hopefully the fishing turns on a little bit more. We got 3 fish on right now. Beautiful speckled trout. Do you want to eat them?
I don't know.
I can measure them. You think your dad or your parents want any fish?
Probably. I mean, not right now.
Okay. I'm gonna let them go.
On Wednesday we caught this real big king mackerel, so I gotta finish that up.
I gotta finish that up.
I have a whole 20 pounds of fish left.
Holy cow. Oh, got another one. Little small guy. Whoa, calm down, calm down. So this is the DOA paddle tail mullet. I got it hooked up with 20-pound fluorocarbon with a loop knot and then a 1/8 ounce jig head. This has been the trick so far for me today. Caught one off the slick, and then you caught one off a paddle tail matrix shad. Oh, you got them? Look at that. We're in a little school of them.
Super light.
Yeah, there he comes. Nice speckled trout. Is that your first speckled trout?
Well, not my first ever, but my first in half a decade.
Half a decade? What about catching them in the river? You ever come in the river like this before? There he goes. We keep catching them. I might have to keep a couple to cook.
Right. Usually if I just catch 1 or 2 fish, I don't keep the first one I catch unless it's really big.
Yeah.
Because I like to know that I can make a meal out of it before I keep any.
There he is. You see how I was working it like that? Oh, this is a decent one here. This is a decent trout. He is staying down there for a second. Once I got him up to the surface, a little smaller. But he liked it. He liked it. Pretty little guy. They're kind of like, you know, this drops off. It goes from like 4 feet and it drops off in the channel, and it seems like they're right on that ledge.
I bet that's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're just sitting on that ledge. Oh, got another one. Ooh. I'm just kind of lifting up the rod, and then that bait's going up and just fluttering down, and it seems like they're hitting it on the fall. Look at that.
The second it touched the water there.
That time, right when it touched the water. They are definitely hanging off on that ledge right there. Nice little speckled trout. Now, you know, look how much we fished this morning to be able to find these trout. You know, you do have to cover a lot of water. You have to keep trying multiple areas. But like I said, you know, you just don't give up. You just keep going after it. And then it just turns on. You just find a little pod of them, school of them.
That's what it's like trolling for king mackerel or anything. You just keep running over reefs until something screams at your line.
That king mackerel fishing is a lot of fun. That's probably some of my favorite though. I just like the scream of the rod.
Right.
You know? And you don't have to go like really far out like you do have to for like tuna and other stuff like that.
You know, I know a good trolling corridor about 14, 15 miles off. About the same area where I caught that 30, 40 pound king one day.
Yeah, that's a good sized king.
I used to hate trolling too, and then I started catching fish with trolling.
Yeah.
And then I started to like it.
Oh yeah, I like trolling. It is fun. Well, you know, you get to sit back, you kind of relax. You're not like casting all the time.
Right.
Eat a sandwich. Trolling is good. You know, when it gets really cold, we'll do the do nothing drift. And you catch them and you can be drinking your hot chocolate, you know, in the boat, and just wait for that pole to go boop, boop. I'm really glad they did change the limits. I mean, you really don't even need that many fish. And then it allows the opportunity for bigger fish to come. And Louisiana just changed their limits too.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a really good fishery here pretty shortly. I mean, they already have a really good fishery, but when I fished there, all their speckled trout were really small. Like if you catch a 19, 20-inch speckled trout in Louisiana, well, that's a big speckled trout. Here though, you can catch them 26, 30 inches. And so when we see a 19-inch speckled trout, we're like, oh, that's good eating size, but it's not like, yeah, I got him.
I was glad about Louisiana. I'm going to go down to Venice in December.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see if I can't go out and find some tuna.
That'd be fun.
Me and my friends have been talking about for a while about just renting an Airbnb, taking the boat up there.
Yeah.
A few days looking for fish. They catch yellowfin tuna behind the shrimp boats.
Yeah. It drops off really fast there.
Okay.
He hit it on the drop. He hit it on the drop. Little small guy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, I got the smallest for the day. See if you can beat that. You might get the biggest redfish, but I got the smallest speck. I mean, that's about a quarter of his body. Man, that'd be like a pretty guy to have in a fish aquarium, though. Those spots.
I wonder how hard a speckled trout is to keep.
I don't know, but it makes me want to try. You catch one like that. Have a saltwater aquarium.
Probably have to have a fairly large one.
Yeah. Oh, I am wearing out the small ones. You might got the biggest. Look at this one. Skip him across the water there. I think it's the same fish. I think I just caught the same fish.
I don't know, that might be a little smaller.
Think so? It is. Maybe it is, yeah. Let's do the measurement. I don't know. Whoo. Pretty little guy though. Uh-oh, you might got me beat, man. I think you got me beat. There you go. I knew you just had to get me in the big fish and the small fish, huh?
It's so tiny.
Holy cow. All right, guys, does he have me beat? I think he does.
One of those trout you can lip.
Nice. I might have you beat on the smallest. Oh. He didn't want to come in there for a second. Oh, I don't think I got you. I don't think so. Alright, let's move along a little bit and see if we can catch some bigger trout. We're just going to start drifting.
It's the fewest spots I've seen.
I know, it's almost like a white trout. Oh yeah, nice little speckled trout. Oh, hit the boat, so it counts. There he is, right off the point. A little small guy though. Oh, first white trout of the day. First white trout. Boom. Oh, just got a good one. Get the net. Yep, this is a good fish. Oh yeah. Well, I thought it was a big speck, but it might be just a baby red. It's a baby red. Pretty guy.
Pretty one.
It felt like a big speck there at first. Look how golden he is.
Yeah.
It's nice. Pretty guy. Whoa. Oh, he came off. Oh, that was a good trout. Oh, that was a good trout. Trying to turn the cameras on. Should have just drove that hook in. Did we float off? Man, that was a good trout. Alright, I redeemed myself. Good trout though. Not as big as the last one that hit. Beautiful trout. Ooh. Right there, nice little trout. Appreciate it. We're back at the house, guys. Today was good fishing, but we really had to work hard for those fish. So today I want to talk to you about the ACFA, the Alabama Coastal Fishing Association, located here in Mobile, Alabama. It is a fishing club, and they have monthly meetings every month. So it's a pretty cool little group of guys. So they run 8 tournaments that run through March through November, and they feed you after every tournament, and it only costs $50 to join the club. And at every meeting on Thursday, they have at least 1 to 2 speakers that come in and talk about different baits they're using, where they're catching fish, how they target them, and then just what are the fish doing that time of year. So it's really good to come out there if you're a new fisherman and just getting to learn the area, or even if you're an experienced fisherman, you can come out there and maybe even help present to the new guys learning about fishing. They also do catch, photo, release, and that's a year-long tournament. And they also have a big fish tournament too. So if you catch a big fish in any of the monthly tournaments, or even if you catch a fish that was in a different tournament that's not an ACFA, you can actually enter that fish in for the big fish contest and get points for the award banquet at the end of the year. They also have like Netman, and they have a junior angler category too. And so it's a lot of fun for the family, and you do build new friends. And it's also for people that also fish off the beach, off the piers, that fish out of kayaks. We got a couple members that are kayak members. So you don't have to own a boat to be able to join this club. And guys, I got to tell you, it's for $50 a year. It's a really great deal. And the most important part of it is you get to build new relationships and meet other fishermen that fish the local area. So you might learn something just from talking to the guys at the meetings, and not just from the presenters that come out every month. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will be at the next meeting at Moe's. So if you guys just want to meet up, talk, hang out, or have a beer afterwards, I'll be there. Just come up there and introduce yourself. And usually I just go up there right after work, and then head home after that. But I'm willing to stay, hang out, and get to know people that are watching the channel. And any feedback, I'm always looking for feedback on the channel and seeing areas where I can improve, or what areas interest you guys more. I know what interests me, but I also want to make sure I'm producing content that interests you guys too that are watching. I appreciate it, guys, for everybody that has liked, subscribed, and commented, and just meeting new people on the water. I hope you guys have a good one, and happy holidays.